All right, so we're here with Big John McCarthy of the UFC. Hey, what are you doing here in the Philippines? I'm surprised to see you here, right?
Here to do
PXC.
fights. It's PXC. I love work. I've worked with the PXC many times before, and they got a show, so I'm here to do that.
Okay, you're officiating one of the fights, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not sure which fight yet.
Don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay, other than the officiating, what else are you up to here?
I'm just looking around at this incredible place called the Solera here in the Philippines, but it's love the Philippines. The Filipino people are so nice and so gracious. It's a great place to be.
What do you think of the MMA here in the Philippines?
The MMA and throughout, the whole Pacific, area and Southern Asia, it's incredible how good a lot of these young guys are. There's a lot of fighters that are, I get to work with in the UFC that came out of the PXC, and I did their fights in the PXC, and there's just this whole level of really these guys getting better and better here and what they're doing. That these are all the stars of the future that you're going to be seeing. So it's great to work with them when they're here.
What do you think would it take for us to be in the level of UFC, like for the fighters and for the promotion? What do we need to do?
No, it's just a matter of time. It's like the sport is still very young. It's been around for 23 years or so, and so you look at what's been happening is, all these countries here throughout, the Philippines and Guam and all these places where these fighters are coming from, they haven't had it as quite as long as some of these other places, and it's just a matter of time and getting the training and doing the things that are now what is evolved into the sport. They're all fighting at a great level. When you get into the UFC and Bellator, those guys are at such a high level.
Yeah.
It's tough, and it's hard when things that you've been doing in the past or they've been working for you, all of a sudden this guy shuts down, and you got to learn how to have other elements to when they shut down that one element you're good at, you've got another element you can go to.
Any Filipino MMA fighter that you think could make it in the UFC or?
Oh, there's quite a few that are right at that level and stuff. It's a matter of the biggest problem when you get to the UFC or Bellator. There's no easy fights.
Okay.
And you're fighting killers the entire time, and it's really tough when you have 5 years of experience or 6 or 7 years of experience, and that guy has got 10 to 12, and now you're fighting him, and it's a tough fight, and then the next time it's another guy that's got that, and it's a tough fight, and you're trying to catch up. So it's just a matter of there's no reason to rush.
Okay.
Get all of your experience in the shows like the PXC and the things that are happening here in Southern Asia, and just take your time, and once you get to that point where you're ready for it, then make that step up into the UFC.
I don't want to put you in a hot position, but can you name names if ever you know someone?
What, of guys that have crossed over? Well, as far as the new ones now, I have a hard time with the names themselves. That causes me a problem.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, a lot of the guys that I know that have been fighting out of Guam, I can name them that are in the UFC and stuff now. You got Baby Joe who's in Bellator. He's doing great, what he's doing. And then John Tuck, and you got Doan who's there, Tanaka from Japan. All these guys are guys that have fought in PXC, and they've all proven themselves in that area. And there's other guys, Mark Striegel would be one that's in this area. He's that guy. He's got the skill level to fight at that area. Go ahead.
We will be seeing you in the other upcoming MMA event. There's still a couple more events that are big. So one in the Resorts World, another one is Mall of Asia. We'll be seeing you there?
You know what? I'm so busy. It's like I go from here in the Philippines, I go to Italy, and I go from Italy, I go to Connecticut. From Connecticut, I go to Vegas. I'm busy, so I don't know what my schedule is past those. But I just try to get to every show that I can because I love the sport.
Last question.
Yeah.
Are you going on vacation here? Going to any beach? What are you doing?
I don't vacation. My vacation is getting to stay home. With all the travel I do and stuff.
Not going
and
to
it's
any
a matter
beaches
of,
here.
You know what? I might travel out of here today because it's the one day that I have a chance to do something. But I don't know exactly where I'm going to go.
All right. Well, thank you very much for this.
My pleasure, brother.
Thank you.